Good morning. I want to bring you along with me for a day of sourdough baking and homemaking. We are going to go to the kitchen first and get everything started in there before actually getting ready for the day. Genevieve is ready to leaven a loaf of bread. After drinking water, I will start mixing the dough ingredients. Right now, that is 375 grams of water, 100 grams of starter, and 500 grams of flour. I am actually doing an autolyse, so I am not mixing the salt in right now. Look at her. I'm so proud of her. And you can see this is where she rose to, so she's just starting to fall. So she's gonna make a sour loaf, but also a really tall loaf. I just love her. I am starting the autolyse first thing in the morning for two reasons. Number one is because the sourdough process is simply time consuming, so I want to get it started and underway quickly. And the second reason is because I fed Genevieve last night actually, so she is ready to leaven a loaf before she falls back down. After we mix these ingredients together and get the dough together, I am going to start the breakfast casserole, which is chicken, eggs, cheese, and potatoes. Now I just set this aside for half an hour so we can do an autolyse, and then I will add salt to it and do its first real lift and fold. I am so glad that you all are coming with me this morning. Make breakfast and sourdough, etc., etc. It's going to be very fun. But first I need to chop up 2 cups of these chicken thighs and cook them, and then they're going into the breakfast casserole that we're making. I've never made this recipe before, so this chicken, potato, egg, cheese casserole is really not that good. It really was not a hit in the household. My husband did not care for it. So I am actually not going to leave this recipe in the comments because I do not want you all to go through what we went through. This was before I went shopping, so you're probably thinking, chicken for breakfast, that's kind of odd. Yeah, it's just what we had, and I didn't have the bacon, I didn't have sausage, so I just used what we had and tried to make something good, and it just did not turn out at all. Apparently, the potato was like really underdone and the eggs were super rubbery. Making up some coffee for myself and my husband. It's definitely how we start every day after water. It's been half an hour, so now I'm going to add the salt and dimple it in. Now that we've dimpled the salt into the dough and done our first lift and fold, we can go get ready for the day and be in just no rush at all. So the egg bake is almost done. Let's go get that out of the oven. All right, good morning. This is so funny to me that I'm making a day in my life. I don't know, it's funny, but it's going to be a very productive day. We've already done a lot, as I think I've taken you through this morning. So in between all of our lift and folds, which are all going to be 45 minutes apart, I have a lot to do. We're going to start with journaling, reading our Bible, and then we're going to do a lift and fold, and there's laundry to do, and a lot of thank you notes to write because I actually just had a little birthday party, and so I'm writing thank you notes to all those wonderful people. There's just a lot to do, and then there's a lot to do in the afternoon as well, which we're going to do at the bulk fermentation. So leave any questions you have in the comments, but come with me for like a fun, I don't know, day in my life vlog video. I feel so silly, but this is going to be fun. It's going to be good. I journal every single morning. I know it sounds pretty cliche, but it really does help me just process what is going on in my life, what I have to do. This is my to-do list that I love. I write in that every single day. And then of course I'm going through I think it's a Matthew Henry study in Isaiah, and I'm really enjoying that. That's been really good. So this is my to-do list for the day. I love to-do lists. I make it every single day. So I have this book. It was super duper cheap off of Amazon. I don't usually write out like the gym and grocery, stuff like that. I don't usually put that on there, but I thought that it'd be nice for you guys to see kind of what we're doing today. So, okay, let's do our second lift and fold. This is what the dough looks like. It's looking good. There we go. That's easy, right? Okay, now the casserole has cooled. Oh, that's a lot of sourdough stuff. The casserole has cooled off, so I'm going to go bring my husband breakfast. He's already working. He works from home.
Love you. Appreciate you.
You are so welcome. Look at these new cards. These are cute. These are really cute, and you know what? They were not expensive. They were from Amazon. Amazon is good stuff. I'll link these below if you want to get these, because they come with these really cute letters that look very classic. I think that's really cute. Let's write some thank you notes. So I just finished writing these new ones. I've already delivered a lot of the mail. I do have a few more that I need to write, but the majority are done. I've written a lot, probably enough to make my wrist hurt. So I am all done with that, and it is time to go do another lift and fold and then do laundry. Okay, so we are going to fold this laundry, and then it'll be time for another lift and fold. I'm pretty sure, because it's going to take me a little while. I actually forgot that I am making the sourdough bread that I made yesterday, because it was my first time making a mini loaf, which is really cool to me. So what I'm going to do is just turn the oven on, and what I'm looking for is a glove. I don't know why I didn't just go to where I usually have my gloves, because it's still hot from the bake this morning. So I'm just going to take out this and put it over here, and then I am going to put in, what do you think? Dutch oven or cast irons? I think we're gonna go Dutch oven today. So I'm going to grab my Dutch oven and put it in the oven. There we go. Now that the Dutch oven is in the oven, we are going to preheat it to about like 425-ish, and do that for at least a half an hour, maybe a little bit longer than that. And then we will bake that other bread. That was really exciting. I forgot to do this. Laundry is done. It feels so good to be done with that. Now I'm just going to finish up the thank you notes that I was writing earlier and sip my coffee. And then we're gonna do another lift and fold. And then we're gonna go on a walk. Just a really quick one to get the sun in my eyes. All right, first let's do our lift and fold. And then after we do the slip and fold, I will get the mini loaf out of the fridge and score it and then put it in the oven. Very, very, very excited to see what that turns out like. And that's how it should look when it's done. That is the last lift and fold. So now I will wait 4 to 6 hours. I mean, it all depends. I don't even really keep track of the time mostly. I just kind of look at what the dough looks like. So I'll check it. It's about 11 a.m. I think right now-ish. So I'll check it around 3 p.m. and see if it's ready to be shaped. Look at that. Look at how little it is. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. I love it. Just see what happens. Ugh. Alright, now we are going to let that bake for 25 minutes and then we will take the lid off. So we are going to go on a little walk now because we are dog sitting and the dog needs to get out and we should see some sunshine too. I am just very, very blessed to get to live a life where I do walk every morning. I know a lot of people don't have that opportunity and I'm just very thankful to get to be able to do that. And I do it now, especially because the cicadas are gone from Kentucky, so thank goodness. That little mini loaf is super duper cute, and now it's going to be in the oven for another 10 minutes to crisp up and golden up. Meanwhile, I am going to mix together some sourdough discard crackers. They are my husband's absolute favorite snack, and I have a lot of discard, so let's make some crackers. If you want the recipe, I'll link the video to it here, and I guess I can put it in the comments as well. I don't know, I'm still new to this. Mix the 2 tablespoons of melted butter or olive oil with 200 grams of sourdough starter and some salt. Look at that! That is the cutest thing I have ever seen in my whole life. It's a mini loaf. Look, it has a nice ear too. That is just the cutest thing I've ever seen. And there's our little flower. Lay out a piece of parchment paper and spread out the mixture over the baking sheet. I thought that this was going to be way too thick, but actually it ended up being the best crackers that I've ever made. I just had to leave them in for a really long time until they were really hard when I tapped on them. We are going to take the crackers out and score them, and then after we score them, they'll go back in for another 15 minutes or a lot longer depending on how thick they are. And then I'm going to start making Parker's lunch by mincing up some garlic and just cooking up some chicken and penne, making some penne chicken Alfredo for him. And then I made sourdough focaccia yesterday, and so he will have that with the focaccia, which he really loves. So it's gonna be really good. Here we go. Those are some thick crackers right there. I just learned how to mince garlic and everybody's telling me to get a garlic press, so I will probably end up doing that. But for right now, it works. I'm making up my husband's lunch real quick so that when he gets on his lunch break, he will have it ready. We usually try to go on a walk together at lunch break so he can get away from the computers and his desk. I just finished making my husband's lunch and we're gonna get another dog dropped off. I am just going to whip up myself some lunch here real quick, and then we're going to receive another dog because we do a lot of dog sitting. And then after that, I will actually get out to go to the gym and the grocery store. And so that's gonna be really fun. I'm excited to film that because I'm gonna feel like such an influencer in the grocery store being like, look, I got bananas. Oh my goodness. Cringe. Okay, let's go get ready for the gym. All right, I have changed for the gym. I'm gonna finish my coffee really quick now that it's like 1:30 p.m. and we're gonna head to the gym and then we're gonna go to the grocery store and then we're gonna come home and we will shape our sourdough. This is my gym. I love it so much. I love the people here. I love everything about it. So let's get a good stretch and a good workout in. I actually coach CrossFit here. I coach the kids CrossFit and I love it more than anything ever. I love coaching the kids so much. It's so rewarding to watch them learn how to balance and learn how to place their bodies and flex their muscles. It's really just like so fun to watch them become new people. I have not attempted a pull-up since before I injured myself, but I really want to try. My PT said to not, but I really, really want to try. I mean, like, look, the bar is just calling my name, so we'll see, and hopefully I won't injure myself further. That's what you call a jumping pull-up. I just wanted to be safe and it felt okay. So maybe we'll do real pull-ups next time. Taking it slow. Let's get a little sweat on with the Echo bike and then after that we'll just do a little bit more of our bicep curls and basically we'll be done. It was a very short workout, like I said. I'm recovering from an injury and I'm really trying to not re-aggravate it. Okay, that was a really fun, good little workout. And now I am going to just lock up the gym and then we will head on over to the grocery store to get all the stuff that we need to get today. Wait, how do I get it out? How do I get it out? We've got all the groceries. Let's head home, empty out the groceries, and shape the sourdough bread. All right, we are finally back home. So I'm going to put away the groceries and wash what needs to be washed and kind of just tidy up a little bit, wash the dishes from lunch. And then after that, we will, I think, shape our sourdough bread. Let's take a look at it real quick, see what. Oh yeah, look at that big baby. That's good. So what you like to see is that the dough is pulling away from the sides. I don't know how well you can see in this shot. I'll take another shot after I do the groceries, but just gonna do the groceries real quick and then we will get to the sourdough. Let's see how our dough is doing. Look at all of those fantastic bubbles all on the top there. That is great sign that we've got carbon dioxide going inside. Look at that jiggle, that's what we want to see. You can see that it's also pulling away from the sides. You see how it's doing that? Hopefully you can see that. And this is dough that is ready to be shaped. I almost would wait just a tiny bit longer, but also like, no, see, that's perfect. Do you see how when I poked it there, it rose a little bit back up, but not the whole way? That's what we want. We want the like half back rise. That's perfect, actually. All right, we are going to shape this dough. Here we go. Loosen the dough from the sides of your bowl and then let it drop onto your countertop. This is the pre-shaping of the dough. It is the shaping that we do as soon as the dough comes out of the bulk fermentation, and then we let it rest and then do the final shaping. We are going to let this dough rest for about half an hour, and then we will do the final shaping and put it in the Banneton and then put it in the fridge. Usually I would use a bench scraper, but I'm actually in kind of a rush to get to the tile shop because apparently they close at 4, which I thought was 5. It says 5 on Google Maps, but the lady texted me 4, and I do not want to miss my tile, so I am getting a move on here. Actually doing kind of a new method here. I'm not doing it very gently. Do as I say, not as I do. There we go. That's perfect. That's perfect. Perfect. We are going to put this in the fridge, and then we are going to head out to the tile shop. So I probably won't do a whole lot of filming at the tile shop and our date night dinner tonight, but I will extend the stay in the life to tomorrow, so just so you can see the loaf and how it turns out, because that's part of the day in the life of a baker. Leave any homemaking or bread making or bathroom renovation tips in the comments. I respond to all my comments and would love to hear your thoughts. Work is being done in the bathroom. Some shower rock wall is going up. This was the incredible food at my favorite Indian restaurant that we ate at. Good night. Thank you for following along with me today, and I will see you tomorrow so we can bake our bread. Good morning. It is time to bake the dough that we made yesterday. As per usual, I will heat up the Dutch oven at 450 degrees for half an hour to 45 minutes, and then go ahead and score my dough from yesterday. It looked really, really good, so I was looking forward to seeing the final product. After shaping it, I will place it into the Dutch oven and bake it for 25 minutes covered. Oh my goodness, look how amazing it is. And then I will bake it for 10 minutes uncovered. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness. Here she is. She is amazing and I love her. This is a really great loaf. It turned out super, super good. I'm very happy with how it looks. This is usually what it takes to make a sourdough loaf, is working on it one day and getting it the next day. And it's a process, but it's taught me so much patience, and I love making sourdough. I love the process of it. I love selling it. I think it's so much fun. If you want to learn how to make a basic sourdough loaf like this, I will leave a link to that video in the description. If you made it to this point in the video, I am very impressed with you. So go ahead and comment your favorite sourdough treat so I know that you made it to the end of the video, like a bagel or muffins or bread or crackers. I mean, the list is endless. You can do anything with sourdough. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.